Alright, welcome to another episode of Bouncing Deathquark Live. I am CoDameron, and I am here with a bunch of really cool news. First off, check out our new logo, right? I got this nice transparent one. I got it up here, but I got a light and dark one. I posted it on the Twitter and the Facebook account. Thank you so much to Blue Jay Tattoo for working on these and making them as awesome as they are. We're working on better text. I know the text is just kind of regular font right now, but we have some cool ideas with the text as well. So stay tuned for that. We should have it in like a couple weeks or something. I don't know. But we put a lot of work into this one, and I'm very happy with it. On to other things, logistics. I'm going away today. I'm going away at like 5 o'clock, but I don't want to just go to the airport too early. I don't want to, run off. So I got a couple hours to kill. I thought I'd play at least a couple games. And as far as the games go, I have a very interesting deck that I am excited to play. I want to introduce you to this is actually my friend's deck. This is Secure Hannock of the Chamber. This is a deck that he pulled at a Archon tournament, but he pulled it like right before, and he said, "This looks cool, I'm gonna play it." I go, okay. I like looking at this deck from more of a, this is the KeyforgeCompendium.com, which is not the KeyforgeGame.com. This gets you more stats and such. The interesting thing here is we have 27 creatures. Wow. There are 10 Mars creatures, 8 Shadows creatures, and 9 Logos creatures. There are a ton of bodies in this deck. And it makes you wonder, is this really going to... I've talked a lot about I really want a deck with a high creature count, and this is the one. This is the deck that does that. But it turns out this deck has a lot more nuance than just having a bunch of creatures. It's not something that you see immediately, but I want to talk about it because my friend Will, he played this deck to great success at this particular tournament. I don't think he has any chains on it. Oh, he does have chains on it. He has 2 chains on it, yeah. This is a real deck. Okay, so the first thing that you notice is in the 10 Mars creatures, you have a Crystal Hive and a Biomatrix Back, which is almost an 11th creature. This is probably your win condition. If you can Crystal Hive for 3 guys at a time, it's great. But what if you could do it for like 8 guys? There are a lot of big bodies in here. We have the Chuff Ape. We have a Zookeeper. We have a Dominator, so that's going to be hard to actually hit us or kill us. We have some Marauders for some... we don't have the Shatterstorms. We don't have a lot of the big Amber Control cards. There, luckily, is Bait and Switch, but we have the Marauders. These guys are going to provide us with a lot of Amber Control when we need it. We have some removal with the Bolters. Look at all the 2Xs. Marauders, Bolters, Zizix, and then even the Chuff Ape kind of feels like the Dominator. So a lot of consistency in this Mars house. These 2 Zizix Dominis are going to be key with the deck, because they archive creatures, and this whole deck is creatures. So you're never going to miss on Zizix Domini. From what I've been told, I haven't played this deck myself, but this Zizix Domini is a huge engine for the deck. The other half of the engine are these 2 Ganymede Archivists. Notice how we have 2 Zizix and 2 Ganymede Archivists. We're going to be archiving a lot of cards incidentally. Apparently, the way the deck works is you use Zizix Domini and Ganymede Archivist and play out all your creatures. It goes a little bit slow, but you put all of your Shadows cards away. You put Miasma and Bait and Switch, but also all 3 Silvertooths, and I guess the Dodger, and the Urchin, and maybe even the Snecklifter. This way, instead of having 3 houses that kind of want to fight to be the main house, you have Mars and Logos going back and forth, kind of being both main houses, with this Zizix Archivist core of archiving. And then your Shadows house gets to be your burst house where you play everything out of your archive all at once. That is how I've been told the deck works, and you even have this nice lab work to do that. And I'm really excited to see how it goes. Other things. You have enough Amber Control in this deck, I think. We have the Neurosiphon, which is something. We have the Marauders. We have the Dodgers and the Umbra Urchin combo. I mean, that's not a combo, but they're cards. Bait and Switch, Miasma. This deck has the other tools that a deck would need. Maybe I'm too kind on a large creature count deck. Maybe Just having a bunch of creatures isn't enough. It probably isn't. But all these creatures are going to get us value that I think we want, that I think we're going to need. There is even the Dexters. Dexters and Marauders are going to hold Amber for us. What else is there? Titan Mechanic, going to make us faster keys. I remember he played this against me in a race, and it was a really interesting choice. It almost won him the game. It didn't, but it almost did. On the Shadows side, we have a bunch of great Shadows cards. I am not just saying that they're good Shadows cards, but they seem to be good in this context. If we're trying to archive all of our things, I think Silvertooth and Urchins are guys that are very appreciative of being held back in an archive, because then you can play them and use them immediately as either a kill spell, because this deck lacks kill spells, Silvertooth kind of is one, or an Amber. Great card. Hey Keychains Podcast, thank you for the compliment. Check out Blue Jay Tattoo. We've been working on this for a while, and I think it looks really great. I think it's unique, and we tried to... My concept for this logo, to take a step away from Secure Hannock of the Chamber, I really wanted to copy this really cool angular look of the Bouncing Deathquark card. And I think that we really pulled off, you know, a good look with that takes this as inspiration and makes it into a standalone kind of thing. Thank you. Okay. Secure Hannock has a bunch of creatures. We're going to pay attention to what we archive and how much we archive, and we're going to see how ridiculous Crystal Hive is. We're also going to see how much we can actually hold on to their Amber. I also want to know how a deck does against another board without much removal. Awesome. Bouncing and Quarks. Yes, Bouncing Deathquarks. Okay, let's play some games. Let's do a casual game, because this is Hannock, Secure Hannock. Thanks again to my buddy Will. He is a really great player. I like playing with him because all of his opinions seem very uninfluenced by other people. He really makes his own opinions on decks and on play styles that even if I don't agree with it, he will find a way to make his thought process work. Because I would have never looked at this deck in the way that he did, and I want to see how it goes. Okay, we'll hold a bunch of cards here. Turn 1 Wild Wormhole. This deck is probably fine with Wild Wormhole, actually. I really give this card a hard time, because I don't like not knowing what I'm about to do on any turn. But, you know, the easiest thing that can happen with the Wild Wormhole is you hit a creature, right? Oh, we should open this guy's deck, too. The safest thing to do with the Wild Wormhole is to hit a creature, and not to lose your bait and switch, not to get Effervescent Principled. But since this deck has so many creatures in it, there's really not a lot of risk of hitting the wrong card. So, I think we keep saying Logos, and we go with the plan. We put all of our Shadows cards in the archive. We're going to see if this works. Alright, and we're racing him, I guess? I don't know. We're going to see how many cards we can get in the archives and use effectively. I think a thing that's going to happen with this deck is we're going to have to choose when we want to fight. I think it's going to be very tempting to reap preferentially, and that might not be correct. We need to choose our removal. And look at this Bolter. This Bolter is going to do great things. But it's going to be hard to fight a race. Maybe I should be paying more attention to who gets what cards, but I don't know. I think we don't back him up. I think we back up the Zookeeper. I think he's the scariest. I think he does the most work. And even though he is elusive, that's the reason I wouldn't back him up. Oh, are we not at 100%? Oh, I guess we are. Yeah, we're good. The reason I wouldn't back him up is because he's elusive, but he is the most valuable. So, we'll see how it goes. Because right now he's going to eat Doc Bookton, Bolter is going to get Esoterra, and we're going to not archive a Shadows creature. Look at this, we're going to miss on Zizix. Because I don't want to hold these guys, right? Yeah, we want to take his 7 Amber, please. And I would be happy to just jam my Mars creatures all day long. I got no problem with this. Reap here. Reap here. Look at this board. This board looks great now. Okay, so maybe we don't archive every single turn, but we still just captured 6. Like, these Marauders are so sad in a deck with a burst house or support house tendency of having like 4 creatures. You'll never... Oh, okay, I guess I won. We didn't even look at his deck. Did he not have a board wipe? I don't see a board wipe. I see Save the Pack. I don't see the Sanctum one. I don't see anything from Logos outside of the Twin Bolt, which you already used. I guess I won. Casual game no longer. Let's go to a real competitive game. Just checking a couple settings, making sure, you know, just want to make sure everything's working. Leave. Competitive. Okay. Yeah. Hey, we got a game plan, and it was oppressive. So, the question with the big creature deck is, what happens once you get board wiped? When you play a bunch of creatures, it gives your opponent's board wipes more value, right? It asks them, do you have a board wipe? And if you do, you might just beat me on that merit alone. But if you don't, then I get to reap a bunch. Excuse me. Like, my Mars board was going to be gross there. Excuse me. And I would have continued drawing cards even if I don't play more Mars creatures. I had 6 Mars bodies in the board, but I'm going to keep drawing cards because of the archive effect. Very cool. But if I do get board wiped, the question is, how do you come back? And the answer is, we're putting cards in the archive. This is not a deck where after you get wiped, you only have 6 cards to build your board back. When you get wiped, you pick up your Shadows house, and then you play Shadows. And you suddenly have a full board again. Seems pretty cool. And, like, the logic is there, but I could theory craft about decks all day long. What's interesting is when it actually works out and, like, comes to fruition. A lot of that happened the other day when we were playing the deck with the 2 speed sigils in the Mars house. I made a lot of predictions that came true, which was really cool. Okay, Crocmaster, what's going on? Let's hit this, let's say hi, all these chores I gotta do. Okay, his deck is loading, that's fine. Good luck, have fun. Okay. Do I like this hand? I don't love this hand. It has Bait and Switch in it, which is a thing I want to do later. And it has these 2 Silvertooths also gumming up the hand, which I think we can mulligan this. Okay. Yeah, this is a great hand. Whew. Whew, what a good hand. Look at this. We're going to play Logos and get 4 cards out of our hand. Let's put Silvertooth away because he's our event card. Our action card. Okay. So, yeah, we're just going to keep playing bodies. And look, we got board wiped for value. He's going to play Zizix. Okay. He's going to Squawker into Zizix. That's fine. That's our plan, sir. Okay. Let's just get some bolters on the table. Maybe we can take out his board. So, Zizix gets really big really fast. I've learned that. So, and also, a thing that I'm worried about with this deck is if we run up against a deck with enough removal. Let's look at his deck now. He has double Squawkers, and he has a big Mars board. Okay. Plague Master. Like, maybe this just wrecks us. I don't know. 3 Dominators. Okay, so fighting him is going to be hard. Those Bolters are going to be more valuable. Bumpsy. I'm just going to lose a bunch of Amber this game. That's not very nice. With the Crump. What does this do? Wow. I don't know this card. I love finding new cards. Okay, let's go back. What's happening? Okay, it's my turn. He played a bunch of untamed cards. Big Twig, co-op hunting, kills a Bolter. Nocturnal Maneuver gets me tired. Okay, so we don't play these guys. We play Logos. Don't take Archive. So we're going to find out. I'm worried that we're going to go too slowly. I'm worried that if he keeps taking our board away, we're just going to keep playing dudes, losing them, and he'll get amber off of cards like Nocturnal Maneuver and his incremental reaps, and we'll be busy playing our other turns, like I didn't play Mars there, and I didn't get any amber. I'm afraid that we're going to run up against a lot of that. And then, like, we don't have removal. How are we going to get through this Grabber Jammer? Are we just going to have to forge keys at 7 all game, and then he's going to capture 6 of our amber? I don't want that to happen, but maybe. But we persevere. Does he have... He has combat pheromones I could steal. Is that his only art? Okay, he has a seed. Okay, so we steal his seed or his combat pheromones. If he finds those things. He goes to 3 amber and handles some of my board. Handles my Archivist. Stop. This is my plan, though. You're hurting my plan, sir. Okay, we go Logos. Yeah. We'll draw. Well, no, don't take that. We'll draw. Okay. I can't kill Megamouth. I really want to, because otherwise, if I don't deal with his board right now, he's just going to win. There is no question about it. I can't deal with his board, so I'm not saying I am able to do that. But he's going to reap 5 and a Big Twig. That's so bad for me. How do I win this game? Do I have to ram Dominators into him? I think so. Yeah, he's just going to reap a bunch. And I'm never going to get a board. This is very bad. I don't have the tools to deal with this, do I? I don't think so. And if I had this Archivist, I would have been drawing another card. I would have put Snecklifter away, and my comeback potential grows. Okay, I think we have to... I don't know what we have to do. Bolter into Megamouth? Oh, let's capture all of his amber. We can do that. Don't take Archives. Let's make it harder for him to forge. Let's play Zizix. Like, maybe he doesn't have a board wipe of his own. No, not really. So in the long run... Oh, I'm going to get wrecked by this life web in the long run. That's bad. Okay, we're fine, though. In the long run, we should be bigger than him. But that is a far time off. That is a long time off. Okay, we're making work on the Megamouth. Is Crystal Hive our win condition? Something play the Mars cards. Notice I've still not played a Shadows card. I mean, we've been doing our Mars and Logos plan. This is so bad for us. Oh my god, this is so bad. He fights into the Dominator because he can do that with Zizix. Yep. Oh, can he do that? Yeah, he can totally do that. He's only got 15 power. It's plenty. Lose my Bolter, never lose Megamouth. Yeah, this is what I was afraid of. He's actually got a bigger board than us. Gets rid of my Archive guys. Are you watching my stream? Like, do you know my strategy? Or are you just noticing that he's the most efficient guy? Maybe, I mean, you've got him too. So you kind of know. You know what's up. Oh man, this is so bad. Huh. What do I do? Third Dominator? Okay, if you're watching my stream, if you're... No, you're not. It's Keychains Podcast and myself, I think. Okay, so you're not watching the stream. And I don't know how to beat you. Like, I have tools. It's not that I don't have any tools. I have some tools. I just don't know which ones to use. Like, do I need to just start ramming my Logos guys into them? Maybe. Excuse me. That feels really bad, though. Okay. So what if we just declared Logos? What does that turn look like? It's... This thing has 6 more health. So that can kill that. After I kill the Dominator, who has 4 more health. So we can go Esoterra, Titan Mechanic. Doc Bookton can't do anything. Doc Bookton reaps. He forges a key. 2 Silvertooth don't do anything for me. I'm also exhausted. Reap and exhaust. Stunning and exhaust. That's pretty good. Yeah, I can't just let him keep doing this to me. It's not okay, because if I play my Mars turn, I reap 2, play these jerks, and am back at square 1. Something bait and switch. Okay, I think I play the jerks. Oh. We need a bigger Shadows turn. Give him all of his... Okay, we're going to fight into him. We're going to do the plan of not taking my archives. You can fight here. You can get rid of Zizix, because your archives are gigantic. None of this makes sense right now. None of this is the path to me winning. Wow. Okay, so we're losing, but I don't think we're playing a bad deck. I think we're playing against a better version of our deck. How many creatures does he have? Oh, he hasn't played Brobnar yet. Bunch of Mars and 1 Untamed. Okay, he's beating us with a Mars deck. His Mars deck is going off harder than ours. That's all that's happening. And notably, we don't have the tools to take this guy out. A lot of my other decks have Hand of Dis, have Gateway to Dis, have things that I could be digging for, have like... The Speed Sigil plays are big because it would turn these guys into actual tools. Okay, so he took his archives, which seemed to be a mistake. He was probably putting a bunch of Brobnar guys. Yeah, take all my amber, do all the stuff, bring all your guys back. Now we can play Shadows. And play bait. Feels bad. But we're going to draw all the cards. Alright. If he reaps with Grabber Jammer, we still forge. Oh no. Yeah, we're doing that. He doesn't have a lot of amber control, though. So maybe he loses... If we were playing one of our other decks, not necessarily saying they're better, but those are more of racing decks and things that have board state tools, Lost in the Woods, My Nocturnal Maneuvers. Suddenly, his board doesn't look as efficient. These Dominators go back in hand. Doesn't play Vigor. Ooh. There's the Life Web. I was talking about that. Yeah, okay, so Keychain's podcast makes a good point, that you don't want your deck to be heavy in any one category. I think that's true. I think that's why, I think you want it to be lopsided. Oh, I got key charged. And Murmooked? Wow. You don't want your deck to be lopsided in any one category. This might be too heavy in the creature category, but it has a strategy. Like we're developing a strategy, which we're realizing isn't working as well as we want it to. But there is a way to work with it. The problem is you can't make your deck, so you have to deal with what you have. But being lopsided is a thing that is hurting this deck. It is not, doesn't have the tools it really needs to get through the game. Look, I've got no way to deal with Dominators. I have no removal. What do I even do today? What do I even do on this turn? Let's just play all the Shadows cards, I guess. I mean, I can't even fight with Dodger because he dies into anything he fights. And I can't Murmook. I can't get the Murmook. Oh, this game is so over. You can be heavy in a category, but there's a line. If you have too many creatures, you don't have space for other areas you need. Yeah, I think that's right. And I think there's also a thing to say that there are just too many bad cards. Too many Dr. Esoteros or 3 bad pennies is bad. Having more Silvertooths is okay because it helps you kill little guys. But having too many, I don't know, Dodgers means that you're stuck fighting once and then reaping. He's at 10 amber. GG. GG. Right? I can't even steal from him. He played Mars. You think he played, like, Mars mostly. GG. Yeah, interesting game. We learned everything we needed once he played his second guy. So yeah, I think on the subject of if I'd rather have, I think I'd rather have a deck that looks like this with too many creatures and not enough tools instead of a deck with too many bad cards that are just too situational. Not that necessarily they're bad, but if they're not universally good, then that's a problem. There's a lot of conversation. I'm very preferential. I'm very biased to wanting a deck with a lot of creatures in it. I love a lot of creatures because they are always useful in some way. They can hit the board. They do ask your opponent questions. Can you deal with this? Will I be able to reap? And reaping wins you the game. So I don't see a problem with that. Okay, let's take a look at this guy's deck. Get rid of this one. But a minimum of each category. Yeah, I think it's less about the types of cards, creatures, artifacts, actions. I think it's more about the pyramid we talk about. First you need a board state, then you need a way to control keys, and then you need the big plays. And if without the bottom, you can't take the middle. You can't take a deck. I could show off some decks that have nothing but key control. This deck looks terrifying. Nothing in this Logos house scares me, except the Effervescent Principle. If he declares Logos, that's a free turn for us. I don't even care about the Time Travelers. Bait and switch. Too much to protect. Effervescent Principle. Charette. We're losing keys here. Oh boy, we're losing Shadow Selves here. But we're going to fight him. Oh, we're going to go fast. Hold on. I just need to check for artifact removal. That's my deck. Subtle Maul. Okay. I don't see any artifact removal. So, we're going to keep this and play Crystal Hive. Yeah, good turn 1 play. This is actually my favorite turn 1 card. I've put that on the record. I think it threatens the most things. Oh boy. Here we go. Let's start the choo-choo train. Logos. He does nothing scary on a Logos turn. I don't even care about that card. The card's garbage. It's not garbage. It is an infinite combo card or a card that doesn't have a dot. What am I afraid of? Nada. Ooh, maybe I eat your Time Traveler. And I leave you with your Titan Mechanic. Ooh, bad play, friend. Yeah. Do your little fancy turn. Alright, do we keep saying Mars? Like, normally Mars here would be really bad because I'm holding 4 Shadows cards, but let's say I had played Shadows here. This is where this deck is very different in terms of my strategy. I'm going to say Mars here because even if I played Shadows, sure I lose value on this Necklifter, but that aside, I'm never going to use these guys again. I want to keep using Mars. So, Zizix lets me draw cards by archiving my fancy cards. In that way, it's still like I'm playing out my cards. Hope that made sense. Oh, removal, get 4 amber. Don't take any of his amber, but now I'm out of range. He could, no, he can't smack into me. But now look, draw a card, not Mars. That's fine. That was a little bit more value to playing Shadows. Silvertooth is a guy that comes out and he's ready. Oh, doesn't like the Dominator. Yep, you can't leave my guys on the board. I think I'm gonna run that back. That's a good turn. There's nothing wrong with this turn. Reap. Archive Umbra. Reap, take your guy. Now I'm at 8. Now I draw. See, now I start drawing the Mega Mouth. Now maybe my turns start going a little bit faster. Bait? Too much to protect? Whatever. I have 2 of his cards, which I can't see. But that's fine. Maybe I just keep... Maybe I let him have a key. Maybe we just trade 2 keys. I don't want him to take control of an enemy flank creature. Oh, he's gonna get my Zookeeper. Look at this. He did it. Okay, so this is bad now. We can't let him forge this key because he'll take over one of our guys, and we don't like that. It doesn't turn him into a Shadows card, which we talked about. But yeah, I think I just go Shadows. Okay. Zizix could actually fight into the Shadow Self. Oh. Sorry. I'm popular. It's Kira mode. We're talking about the logo. Anyway, I think I'll say Shadows here because I can stop him from forging. He's gonna get the Terror and the Time Traveler back. Whatever. Grab all my cards. Here we come. You're also gonna get me Asmod. I think taking away, I think him being at 5 versus 4 is different than me just having another guy. I think taking the Silvertooth is a cooler play there. Hey, look, I drew a bunch of good cards. You have the Terror back and the Time Traveler back. I'm still a little afraid of Smiling Ruth. Oh, I'm not, because I played Miasma. That's why I did all that. Now I can do, like, he has 2 Shadow Selves on the board. Now my Dodgers have value because they love fighting into Shadow Selves. Oh, am I still getting texts? No. People showing up. Probably Kira mode. How's it going? Maybe I steal 3 of his Amber? Oh. Lose Umbra? Oh, get hit into Dodger. Strange. Oh, and I lose a card? You're a jerk. Oh, and Gateway? Oh. And look, it was after the turn I pulled my Archive. So I'm not going to get value off of that. Good plays. Good plays. Don't get Terror value. Mind Barb. Oh, he did get Terror value. That's bad. Tentacus. Where'd all my cards go? He took the wrong 2. Yeah, these were great cards that I kind of wanted on the board. But now I don't have them on the board. So. Either turn that I play gets killed. He'll fight, and then I'll go away. I think I want that to be the Logos turn because my... I don't have a Dominator. Oh, I lost both my Taunt guys. So these guys are always going to be bigger than me. I think the Logos guys are better to play out in the board right now. Because these guys are more valuable because of the Crystal Hive. Yeah. It's fine. I'm not happy about it. So, we were talking about what happens when you get board wiped. He had 4 Shadows guys, and I had, what was it, like 4 and 2? I had, no, 4 and 1. So we were on board fairly even. Stop. What did he do? Fear? Not nice. Not nice at all. We were even on board. But when you play Gateway, and then you play 3 or 4 guys, you're suddenly ahead. This is why I think they changed a little bit of their design with the next set. There are cards that say... Oh. Okay, that's fine. He's afraid of me stealing his amber. Okay, we'll talk about that restraining contest in a second. There's cards that say, like, Omega, so it has to be the last thing you play. It's so that you can't do this. You can't build the board after you wipe it. Okay, let's talk about this guy. I don't think we can kill him. I think the only way we kill him is we play Bolter, Zizix, Megamouth, lose probably all 3 of them, actually. Because fight, fight, fight with these 3. They all have 3 health. That's super bad for us. He played it to Shadows. Like, he doesn't know our list. He's not watching the stream. He doesn't know the strategy that we don't want to play Shadows anyway. Having the Silvertooth is one of our ways to kill him. But looking at the rest of our deck, there's actually no way outside of Shadows to kill that guy. We lose on Restraining Contest because he's going to reap with this 5 board. Wow. We're going to play Wild Wormhole. Oh, look, we stole it. Oh, we knew that. We knew that was there. Okay, look, we played 3 guys. Now we have to do a turn where we fight into this guy. And then kill him. And then get back on track. But he's just going to reap 5 times and ask us, can we stop him from reaping? My board doesn't stop him from reaping. I can't play Shadows and that wouldn't stop him anyway. But he's going to... Oh, he's not. Okay. He's going to take 2 turns. He's going to kill us this turn. Keep Tentacus up. Look at him sacrificing his terror to keep Tentacus up. That is a choice he made, which is greedy, but he wasn't going to 6 anyway because he didn't feel like it. Seems like a good play. Now there's no 2 cards in the world I could play to get back into this. Here we go. It's Mom. Oh, let's get rid of Dexter. So this deck has no removal. This is a problem that we're finding with this deck. It looks really cool, but the 6 actions and 2 artifacts actually has no removal. It's also no quick amber making, so even if it did have no removal, it couldn't deal with the board anyway. He's just going to win now, right? I can't even take him off of 1. Oh, I can't even go Shadows. Interesting. Okay. Getting smacked. I'm getting wrecked. But we're learning things. We are learning things today. I did steal an amber from him. And I captured some of it. Oh. Let him win. Now we can leave. Huh. Okay, so, yeah. We can't be too heavy. Or rather, we can't... I guess what we can say is that the bottom of the pyramid, which is board, isn't strictly building a board, but it's controlling the board. And although this deck has the tools to build a board, which were great, there are 27 creatures and some archive effects, there's no way to control the board, which is stopping his things. My creatures have to both win me the game by getting amber and killing his board to stop him from winning. One guy that does that really well is Yixilo Bolter. He reaps and he kills your board. Dodger does this too. Secret Needle does this too. But a lot of my guys, Zizix the Many and like my archivists, they don't have time to fight. He has to probably reap a couple times and then he can start fighting, but then he's not winning me the game. And maybe I lose on attrition if I start growing a board but I have to keep fighting his board. I lost my big board that I was working on, and then I lost the game. Because he was able to build a board and I couldn't deal with it. Or rather, his board was just bigger than mine. All of his guys had the number 5 on them, and all my guys came out and had the number 3 on them. And 3's not as big as 5. It just isn't. It's close. But, it's noticeably smaller. Huh. Here's a 5. That's a 5. This card is gross because it has a 5. This card should not have a 5. That card should have a 2. Hey, Mathrock. Cool name. Mathrock is a cool name. Okay. Let's grab his deck. take a look. We have a Principle. We have a Chaos Portal. We have no bait. Effervescent Principle is a thing. Ooh. Untamed Arise? What? Okay. Yeah, into Hunting Witch. That seems really good. Okay. This deck has got a Fagin. It's got cool cards. Maybe I get outvalued here. I wonder how much removal he's going to have. It doesn't look like a ton. But like Nature's Call, Lost in the Woods. Maybe I get wrecked. Okay, we keep. Yeah, we'll keep. We'll put the Archivist on the table. I'm happy to turn 2, Reap Archivist. And then get Bait and Switch. Safe. I'd be happy with that. Archivist is one of our ways to archive our non-creatures. Right? Yeah. Ooh. There we go. Bear Flute into 1 bear. He has the Seed. Okay. Yeah, look, he played 3 guys instead of my 1 guy. And all of his guys are going to fight into my guys, and I'm going to be left with just a Dexter. It's fine, though, because that's the plan. Like, this doesn't feel like a good plan. I'm going to lose this 1 Amber I've made. I'm going to lose both of my guys, and... Huh. Yeah. Maybe he'll play more cards. Going second. Too bad. More bat drones. And Mom. So he fights with bat drone for sure. The other 2, are they going to reap or are they going to fight? I think he's going to fight into the Archivist for sure. Maybe he wants his Titan mechanic around. I don't know. Maybe I do the cute thing where I put my Titan mechanic on the side also. Yeah, that's a good play. Fight the Archivist now. You have to. That fights Dexter. Oh. Oh, is he not? Oh, okay. He's going to leave me with my Archivist. I think I take advantage of that. Oh no, he's a double bat drone now? Nope, I have to kill his bat drones. Okay. We're gonna split the difference. We're going to get rid of one of his bat drones. And then we will reap to put the Umbra away. And then we'll play my Titan mechanic. Now we're forging at 4. This is all just to get value out of the Archivist. I probably could have played cards there, but I don't know. Look at this dude. He's so much more sad than in the other deck. With Speed Sigil he comes in and he always captures 1. And then with, you know, the other cards, there were a lot of elusive, a lot of cards that could control the board. Keep me on Mars board and get value out of this guy to capture 2 or 3. Right now he's just kind of here and gonna be a 2. I think I'll put the backup on him because then I can come down later and hopefully do his thing. Fights into Archivist. Only 1 steal for you, sir. I only had 1 to steal anyway, but that's not the point. Titan mechanic, threatening to forge. What am I gonna do? I can't stop it. Oh, yes I can. Haha. We were planning for this, right? We knew this was going to happen. We've been planning the bait and switch all along. I knew that. That was the plan. Shadows time. Play bait because everyone knows that when you have no amber, you have bait in your hand. Duh. Alright, what are these guys doing? One of them's killing a bat drone. That's real value. This guy wants to reap to 5 to threaten the Titan mechanic, I think. If you declare Logos, I don't think he plays many, if any, other cards. Sloppy lab work. Okay, so he's been jamming a bunch of cards, but they've all been Logos. Discards Research Smoko? His hand is that good that he doesn't want to play his other Logos guy on his Logos turn? That's terrifying. I wonder what he has. I wonder if he will play something next to the Titan mechanic. Oh, he has Untamed. He's still going Logos. Okay. That's not what I expected. Is he that afraid of Umbra? Like I was afraid of his Batron? Okay, this is the first time that any of us has played non-logos. I feel like we both put on like pillow boxing gloves and have just been kind of punching at each other to no effect. You should ram the Titan mechanics into each other. That way I don't forge. That is one way to make sure neither of us forge this turn. Very strange turn. Very strange game right now. Alright. Yep. Take care of my guy. Yep. Ram the Titan mechanics into each other. Mutually assured destruction. I'm fine with that. And then reap. Yep. We're both just playing silly games. Play back up onto Silvertooth, which is going to continue with our plan. I think I kind of like back up on Silvertooth because these guys are always going to be slow. This one a little bit, sometimes not slow. But Silvertooth always comes in fast, and we want to be putting away our Shadows guys anyway. And maybe I'll get to a turn when, like, really I do want to reap with these guys as soon as possible. Like, maybe he goes Logos again and fights into me. Does he have the tools to deal with me outside of Logos? Lost in the Woods? Bullet Eye is too slow? Pawn Sacrifice. He's going to play Pawn Sacrifice. Okay, we're finally untamed. Lost in the Woods. Full Moon. Okay, of course. Bear Flute. Interesting card. Hunting Witch. Ooh. Hunting Witch Full Moon. That's not very nice. Oh, you're going to be so upset when I play Yixilo Bolter and purge this guy. Come on, man. Chota for a key on Full Moon Hunting Witch turn? Yeah, okay. Well, you jerk. You ready? Crystal Hive. Reap for 2 Amber. Purge Hunting Witch. No Arise for you. Reap. Put Silvertooth away. Excuse me. Now I'm at 7 again. I'm holding Miasma. Okay. Yeah. Crystal Hive is good in this deck. Without Crystal Hive, I'd be at 4, and we'd be actually tied. But, you know, Crystal Hive is making it so that we're winning by a lot. Bolters are coming in clutch here. I would like to purge more of his untamed guys. Maybe I just purge more of his guys. Maybe I don't. I probably don't keep these guys. He probably just says one of these factions, and they both can fight. Esoterra fights nicely into one of these guys, because, I don't know, you don't really need him. Chaos Portal. I would fight both of these into the Bolters. Zizix is going to become a problem for him, I hope. Huh. Fogify. Okay, so Twin Bolt Emission goes where? We don't know yet. Probably Marauder Silvertooth, even though Silvertooth's going to get archived. Like, it's the way that you kill 2 guys. So you do it that way, right? Maybe Dexter, so I'd have to draw him again? I do that play. I love that play. Oh, into the Bolter. What's he got? The Positron Bolt for 3-2-1. Lab work. Are you going to fight me? Are you going to reap? Fights the Bolter. Doesn't want more purge. Reap. Okay. What is my choice now? Nephthene Seed. We haven't found our Snack Lifter yet. He hasn't played Shadows yet. That's bad. He's only holding 3 plus an archive? That's a lot. Okay. What are our options? We have 2 keys, and we want to I think the only way we win this now was re-race, which is a little funny considering that we are the board state deck. We could play the Neuron Siphon. Let's see. Declaring Logos gets us 3 Amber. It's 1, 2, 3 from Dexter. gets us to 4. Doesn't feel great. The Mars turn gets us 1, 2, 3, 4. Also gets us to 5. Bolter doesn't do anything. I could fight like into Mother and... No, I want to be Reaping because of Crystal Hive. Okay. I think we need to win on Miasma. We need to win on our Shadows turn, as unfortunate as that is. And I think that involves playing Neurosiphon right now. I think this incremental value will be relevant in the future. Oh, that's a good card. What a trash card that is good now. Mom, look, we're doing it. We got to 5. We got to 5 on Dr. Esoterra. And now we have a very good Shadows turn. We have Silvertooth, Urchin, Miasma. We don't say Shadows right now until we are at threat of losing. There's the Urchin. Show me the other Urchin. Fagin. Okay, that's bad. Ghostly Hand. Double Ghostly Hand. Bullet Eye. Okay, yeah, it's a rewind time. Time for Miasma. Or... Okay, so it's definitely Shadows, right? Can we stop his Forge at 6 in another house? I don't think so. Look at all these bad cards. Oh, you know what we could do? We could have Dexter fight somebody. Die. Draw with Doc Bookton. Yeah, so I want to save this Miasma turn as long as I can. And I'm gonna do it this way. Oh, this is so dumb. Okay, who do we need to kill? I think it's Fagin. I think Fagin is the scariest guy. So, we need Dexter to die. And then Doc Bookton to draw. Do not take. So we fight here. This is a big brain play. Big brain plays. Oh, good. He didn't even have an Amber on him because I played him on turn 1 or turn early. Reap to draw. Play Dexter. He's going to die to Bullet Eye, but we're going to have the Miasma. We're doing this all to save the Miasma, and I guess partially to hold the I guess I could have archived the Miasma. That was archiving Miasma is better than archiving Urchin, I think. Okay, we did that to hold Miasma. That was a big brain play. We held Miasma. We got rid of Fagin because he's a jerk. That turn we needed to not lose. And side quest is holding Miasma. Grasping Vines. Nature's Call. Okay, GG. Never mind. Both plays don't work. Nature's Call into Choda. Always better than Key Charge. Oh well. Alright, it's 12:30. I need to do a couple more things before we go. And I think we've learned enough about this deck. I'm going on a trip again. Very excited. Very, very excited about it. And, you know, I got stuff to do. So, this has been Bouncing Deathquark Live. Thank you all for tuning in. Thank you for watching this later. Oh, one other piece of news I wanted to talk about, now that we're at the end, is there's been a post online. Let me find this thing. From Cascade Games, and I'm very excited about this post that they made. Cascade Games are the guys who run a lot of the Keyforge events for FFG. Excuse me. I don't know if they're partnered with FFG. I don't know exactly what the nature of their deal is. Yeah, I don't know exactly what the nature of the deal is with Cascade Games, but they just made a post yesterday that they're looking for Keyforge content creators, and this is very exciting to me. I don't know exactly what they're looking for, but I hope that they are looking for someone like me. I am someone who wants to really be a part of the community. I am someone who wants to do casting. I want to be organized, affiliated with tournaments. I know that we want Bouncing Deathquark to grow to a lot of really cool things. And part of that was me starting streaming. And here we are. And I think the next big step of that is, you know, reaching out to these guys. So Cascade Games, if you're around, hit me up, please. Even if I'm in Italy, I'm sure I will find the time to say hi. Anyway, for everyone who is here, thank you so much for being here. Have a great day.